Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Blake Cashman.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
At the 22-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The give, this is Michel, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Jets 0.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it down.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Right here. 53 is the mark. 53. Check 53.
To try again after the sack. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First down, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On second down, Michelle. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Michelle, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Check.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
No hesitation, don't try my patience. When I went for the sack, boy, till there's nothing left. When I run to the bed until we all got them buckets. Yeah, the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, I would have figured up to the 9-yard run on the previous play. Getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
On 1st down, Michelle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Watch the run, watch the run. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm coming.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Here's a quick throw out to Mims. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds Beckham complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Prescott on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And he's got room. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 45 yards on the ground.
New York.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches just say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Ricky Seals-Jones there to make the grab. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
After one, 17-7 is our score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Finds an opening past the 40. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. 16 yards, a first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll run on first down. Michel, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it. This is Michel. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
4.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dalton Keene, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Single receiver, we're going to 54,
Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Let's see what you got. 58, 54.
And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 53 at the mic.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Patriots 24, Jets 21.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, let's go.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
53.
Dragon 60.
Check, 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 check.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Tackle by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
On second down, Michelle, and there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Down and 7.
New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
53 for Mike. 53 for Mike. Get your swarm on. Mike, 53.
Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check. 53 for Mike.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target. And it's 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Number 53, Mike 53.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll check this one down to Michelle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Formation.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On first down, Gibson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Hey, what's your line?
We go 46.
Second and 5 now. Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
We're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. You go tight. You got tight.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
To number 19. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 17-yard line.
Double. 51. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Go, Mike. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crackers. 3 bud. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And the red decision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Hey, Mike 51. In the face.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
7-yard line.
Back to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
The pass.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Now a timeout taken.
On the play.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Rosas' kick is good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter? And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Michelle, and down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The tackle made.
You have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The intended receiver, Sony Michel. 3rd down here.
Davis there on the coverage.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game. And this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
On 2nd down now. Michelle will fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
He's brought down.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw to Michelle on the screen. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So it's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? The quarterback gets hit.
3rd and 14.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. Prescott from the gun. Oh, Prescott stripped. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Here's the Jets punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Westbrook now on the return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now an option play on 2nd down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Michel. They'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
For the field goal, a 39-yard attempt.
Rosa's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's taken down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but a guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 16-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 50 yards.
50 yards. First down, Jets.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To throw is Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, and it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game. A 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Mike, 53.
Second and 11. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
51, Mike, 51. And it's getting in holes. Spons.
At the 60. At the 60.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Now Michelle. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
3rd and 7.
He's going to launch it for Washington. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Returnable here for Davis. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. First down, Prescott. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
On play action, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check. My math, but it is now last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double checking it, but the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
I'm coming after you.
On first down, Michelle, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. 51 to Mike, boys. 51. Hey, defense, let's go.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this a 39-yard attempt. Rosa's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by. But that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed him out quite a bit so far. But it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
58, boys. 58.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 44 yards. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the Jets are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line where it... And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets are within a 2-point conversion of tying this thing up. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's got it, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead.
Jets 37.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
51, Mike 51. I'm scared.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Wrap it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 53. 53, Mike. Here we go.
On the ground, Michelle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The first time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Squeeze, double.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. That's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. Come on. You better bring it.
They're going to look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a... So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Rosas' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So it's a drive that ends in 3, and I know that line sounds familiar. It's because I've said it 7 times now, and that leaves him 1 short of the NFL record of 8 field goals in 1 game.
It has been a lot of settling for 3, but I tell you what, it's nice to know that you have someone this reliable to turn to.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Got a man, it's Gibson complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Here's Prescott. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And again, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Prescott on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The end result, 21 yards. Prescott from the gun. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon, and the Jets are going to retake the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Looking to throw. Prescott. That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
45. Patriots 42.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for New England. 44 yards.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Mike, it's just me. 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
53, Mike, 53. I got you. Check. 53, Mike. Check. 53, Mike. Let's go, Ty. 53, check 53.
Back to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
53, Mike.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Tackle made.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
53, Mike, 53. Let's go, defense. Man up, D.
They run the counter. Gibson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts
Gain on the play.
as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Prescott. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
A nice nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michelle. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And 10.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Now a handoff here to his running back. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now there's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
A 40-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and again, 2nd and 4. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Prescott to throw it. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he'll complete this to Gibson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but now it's 3rd and goal. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And they run the option on 2nd down, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted. Oh, they could have had victory if he had held on. Now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And here's your ball game, down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Come on, QB, come on. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. 60 Bobcat. 53.
They'll look to throw again. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. No question that one stings a little extra because he had that first down. It would have been a 4th down conversion.
Love the effort. Love the maneuverability. Don't like the fact that he didn't bring the ball with him. And now it's going to go in the other direction.
We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Jets, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire